Welcome, Kumas, to another reaction. You're here with Kuma. This time, I'm going to be giving you my reaction to Danganronpa Zero, the novel that takes place before the first Danganronpa game, and the novel that I read after I finished playing Danganronpa 2. So for you guys that have been watching my Danganronpa 1 Let's Play and my Danganronpa 2 Let's Play, welcome. For you that haven't, I basically have my Let's Plays being uploaded to my Let's Play and gaming channel. This is essentially my new reaction channel where I react to videos and all this non-gaming stuff. So all the gaming stuff is on my gaming channel. Everything non-gaming is on this channel. So be sure to check out the gaming channel if you want to see my Let's Plays. If not, feel free to stick around to this channel. Okay, so if you haven't read Danganronpa Zero or haven't played Danganronpa 1, Danganronpa 2, get off this video. Go play it, go watch it, go do whatever, just get off this video. This is your final warning. Okay, if you guys have continued watching, you've been warned. Junko Enoshima. What a fucking bitch. Okay, I was legitimately chatting while I was reading the book. And, well, not the book, but the PDF. And when I had about 22 pages to go, this is when they go down the elevator, and you've got that little short detective kid, and this is where his neck essentially gets, like, fucking broken. And, I forgot the alter ego's name, but she's talking to the guy. And I'm gonna read at what point it hit me that she is a fucking bitch. Why is she so important to you? As my tears of confusion and fear pushed me against the flood, I struggled forward as I frantically raised my feeble voice. It's because of what she said to me. What she said to me when I lost what was once important to me. Mind you, this is when his mother died. From now on, I'll be what's important to you. It was ridiculously impudent, but thanks to that impudence, I was prevented from being all alone. She's not a family, a lover, or even a friend, but she's someone just as important to me as any of those. What a fucking bitch. The guy just loses his mother. He's absolutely fucking devastated. They grew up together, and she's like, oh, don't worry. I'll be all that matters to you now. You fucking bitch. You fucking psychopath. Okay, so that's when it's first hit that she is a fucking bitch. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
Like 15 pages later, when he's essentially stabbed, fucking bleeding out, and you guys have read this, he's fucking bleeding to death. And he's essentially like, fuck it, you know, I know you don't care about me, you don't love me, I'm fucking, my life's over, I don't give a shit if I live or die anymore. She takes it to the next fucking step, goes to him, and says, oh, by the way, what would you think if I told you I was the reason your mother died? And then, while he's dying and desperately trying to get an answer if it's true or not, and I don't even know at this point if it's true or not, because let's face it, Junko is a fucking psycho that figures people out, so she knows the way to make him despaired would be to give him this uncertainty at the moment when he's dying, because he will struggle to get an answer, and if he dies without this answer, he'll be in hell. And she does this. She fucking does this. Where is it? I think I copied and pasted it. Okay, maybe I didn't. But Jesus fucking Christ, Junko, you've got some major issues. And, like, if she was a fucking psycho that didn't give a flying fuck and just used people like a regular psychopath, you know, American psycho, that sort of thing, we'd sort of be on the, oh, okay, you know, she's a psycho, she uses people, she destroys people, this is what she does. No. She liked him. I don't know, maybe she loved him. And she did this. She made him suffer for the sole purpose of seeing how much it would make her suffer if she lost the one she loved. So the whole purpose of this was to see how much I can despair by killing the one that I love and making him despair. Jesus Christ. And then then later on you just see how she treats Mukuro. Jesus Christ. Like, I understand Mukuro didn't spend time in high school. She dropped out, went and joined Fenri. I think it was for 3 years. So she sort of skipped a lot of her education. Okay, she's not going to be the sharpest tool in the shed. But the way Junko treats her, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, even when I finished Danganronpa 1, I thought, oh, okay, sister betrayed sister, there were the ultimate despair sisters. I was sort of thinking it was a sort of partnership. You know what I mean? It might have not have been the equal partnership. You know, Junko's the smart one, Mukuro's the strong one. Fair enough. They're maybe not on the same brain length, brain wavelength. But Jesus, titty fucking Christ. And I'm not saying Mukuro's stupid or holding it against her, but the way Junko treats her, you can just see the total disregard, the I don't give a fuck about my... She treats her like trash. The way I see Mukuro is that she's like a little puppy. She's a puppy that's grown up next to her owner, a puppy that has been abused since she was a puppy, and she doesn't know anything else. I mean, her owner, Junko, continues to abuse her day in, day out, treat her like shit, belittle her, keep, you know, knocking her down, cutting her down. And Mukuro doesn't do anything because she just sort of accepts it. This is the only sort of thing she knows. She doesn't get any praise, but she would probably like it. She idolizes her sister. She's borderline in love with her sister. Not that she loves her sister, but like, I get the vibe that she's in love with her sister. Now, I didn't want to say anything while I was reading Danganronpa Zero, but at the end, while she's imagining Junko being happy and she's going into ecstasy, that was pretty much, yeah, that's kind of confirmed at this point. And if it's not confirmed at this point, that's some serious fan service imagery right there. But Jesus, the way she treats Mukuro is fucking shit. Now, I knew that as soon as the first time Junko, or whatever the girl she was, you know, thinking she was, when she encountered Madarai, and then Junko Enoshima came out of nowhere and started doing those flying roundhouse kicks and knocking people over, I knew in a heartbeat that has to be Mukuro Ikusaba. Okay, I get it, fine. Junko probably can learn, you know, how martial arts moves are performed, but even if she has the form, she's not going to have all the muscle and the speed and the reflex in order to perform such a feat. So there's no chance Junko can perform that kind of fighting technique like that. That's obviously Mukuro Ikusaba. But then we find out that this girl that's, you know, been running around the entire time with memory loss is Junko. Kind of started making sense. At which point did I really figure out it was Junko? I guess I sort of started suspecting it was Junko when she was in the tool shed. No puns intended. But she was in the tool shed and she was sort of figuring out how to get out of this situation with Madarai. And then she used the vacuum cleaner. So he went for the vacuum cleaner. The whole shelf fell down. And as soon as I sort of saw that, I was like, hang on, this is definitely Junko because she's sort of planning steps ahead. And this is what Junko did in Danganronpa 1. So I was like, hang on, this girl's probably Junko. Just because of the actions she performs in a split second, the way she thinks, that's gotta be Junko. Poor fucking Mukuro. I'm actually feeling so sorry for Mukuro. I don't feel sorry for Junko because she's a fucking bitch. Like, I fucking loved Junko in Danganronpa 1. Like, fuck, when she came out in the final trial, I was like, oh my god, like, let me take you away from all this. But, Jesus Christ. Personally, I actually want to go back to Danganronpa 1 and spend some more time with Mukuro just because I feel really sorry for her. I mean, she seems like a cool chick, sort of, because, you know, she's a soldier, she's good at fighting, and a scary chick, but she seems to be used by her sister. Now, I'm not sure what really happened to Mukuro when she joined Fenri and what happened when she sort of left, because apparently Fenri is completely destroyed or disbanded. Maybe she did it. I don't know what happened after she left Fenri, appeared out of nowhere, and then decided to join Hope's Peak, and then came back together with Junko. I don't know what happened between the two of them, but I sort of get the feeling that Mukuro on her own would not be nearly as bad as she would be by herself. So, you know, even if Mukuro's a despair or an antagonist or, you know, evil, I don't think that's 100% her fault, just because I have a feeling that she was motivated by Junko, at least on some level. Because, I mean, look what she did when she threw the knife down to Junko and said, oh, you know, if you want to find out where Matsuda is, you have to stab the Madarai brothers. And then Junko falls on her knees and starts crying, and Mukura's just standing there going, oh shit, I don't know what to do in this situation. I'll tell you where he is, because if it doesn't progress the way it's supposed to, you know, Junko's gonna be angry with me. So, she's not exactly, I mean, she should be capable of independent thought, but she's essentially going along with whatever Junko, her sister, tells her to do. So I'm starting to feel that Mukuro is not nearly as bad, even if she does some bad shit, as she is as a result of Junko's influence. So Junko's like fucking poison. She's like, there's a girl recently that's been dubbed Poison Ivy from New Zealand that's been in contact with online gamers online that are, you know, mentally unstable, and she's essentially been grooming them into committing suicide. And she sort of does, yeah, we'll commit suicide together, you go first, blah, blah, blah. And then the guy commits suicide and she just sort of laughs while she's, you know, webcam chatting with him. Like, that's some fucked up shit. That's some Junko shit right there. She just does it for the lol. She does it for the despair. Oh yeah, I want to see how far people can despair. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, you know, she's smart, she's sort of in a way complex, but I see she's a bipolar psychopath with a despair fetish. I don't know. I had to sort of, you know, get it out there before I watch the Despair and Future arc, because that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to watch the Despair and Future arc, so I finally finished reading Danganronpa Zero. I'm really excited to see what happens after the events of Danganronpa 2. I'm really excited to see what happens in the events before Danganronpa 2. I want to see what the hell happened to the original Despair students that were in Danganronpa 2. I want to see what the hell happened. I want to see which one of the motherfuckers, well, we obviously know Nagito got Junko's hand. How the fuck did they recover the body that was squashed? I mean, she was fucking squashed in Danganronpa 1. So they managed to recover her arm, her eye at the very least, one. What else did they manage to recover? One of them tried to have a child with her corpse. I mean, she's dead. How would that happen? That's some freaky shit, but what I want to know is, which one of the fucking Despair students did that? One literally starved themselves almost to death. I could see the long hair, so I could imagine that would be, Izuryu. Then there's one that fucking took an eye. Could that possibly be Fuyuhiko if he ended up losing an eye? Because if he lost use of his eye, I could sort of imagine him going, well, shit, my eye's gone. I might as well grab Junko's eye and see what happens. Doesn't seem as bad as I would think. Who'd try to have sex with a corpse? Teru Teru, maybe? Fucking sick bastard. Who... Okay, I can imagine they all went around shooting people. That wouldn't surprise me. I don't remember. It was in the final trial. They sort of showed all the crazy shit that was being done by the Despair sick bastards. But I want to see what happens. I honestly want to see. So I'm super excited. That's what I'm going to do now. Thanks for watching things. Let me know, at what point did it sort of hit you that Junko is Junko in Danganronpa Zero? And at what point did you, like, because at the start of Danganronpa Zero, I didn't really look at Junko as a bitch. I sort of looked at her as, oh, she's an evil antagonist. She's Monokuma, you know, she's cool. She's evil. She's cool. And then after I saw what she did to Matsuda, I'm like, you're a fucking bitch. What was your opinion on her in that those final few chapters in that basement? What was your opinion of Junko? Was there a sort of shift? Did you sort of think Junko was a bitch from the beginning? Or did you sort of think like me that she was cool, and then in the final few chapters it sort of hit you that she's really fucked up? Like really fucked up. Because for me, I'm seeing that she's got her base personality, that is Junko Enoshima. She can feel, she can like, you know, that's why she liked Matsuda. But then she's sort of got that outside that bubble, she's got that despair persona that's, oh yeah, I want to get some despair. And that persona is what drives her actions. So she can still feel taste, desire, even have hope, but the despair is that much stronger that it influences her actions and her way of thinking. So she knows right, wrong, left, right, you know, all these things, but she chooses despair, which I find interesting. But at what point did it sort of click in your mind that, okay, maybe she's not the way I thought she was? Because I don't think anyone could sort of see it coming, her being that fucked up. I mean, I saw it coming that Matsuda would get killed in the end. I mean, that's the way it's heading, you know? He loves Junko Enoshima, there's gotta be a death. There's gotta be a death. But I didn't sort of see it as, oh, I did it to see how much it would make me sad. Because that is just fucked up. And I feel sorry for the poor bastard for liking her, because that's fucked up. But what I found shocking was that they grew up together, she liked him, potentially loved him, and then she pulls out the, oh, I am the reason for your mother's death. Now, I don't know if that's true, because I know that she would definitely say that one way or another, truth or not, but I don't know if that's actually true. But if that is true, she caused the death of his mother in order to manipulate him before she triggered the most tragic event in history, just to get away from interrogation. That amount of planning is Saw level, Jigsaw level. But I do know Danganronpa is inspired by Saw, and the original concept of Danganronpa is so dark that Sony didn't want to back it with money because they figured that the audience would be too small for it. But I can definitely see they went, okay, we're going to tone it down for Danganronpa, make it all fun, cartoony. Then we're going to make it darker in Danganronpa 2. Then in Danganronpa Zero, they sort of turned it up a notch. And now I'm curious to see what happens in the Future and Despair arc, because if it's following the pattern, it's going to get darker. The deaths are going to be more fucked up, more torture, more psychological breaking down of characters, more suffering. And then the next game is going to be even worse, because I'm guessing they're going to go from the watered down Danganronpa, and they're trying to build up to the Danganronpa that they originally wanted but were unable to create because there wouldn't have been a demand, because it was too horrifying. But they picked up the audience nice and early. Everyone loved it. I loved it myself. And we just got to go for the ride no matter how fucking horrible it is. I'm gonna go for the ride because I've been watching Saw and things like that since high school, and they were my favorite types of movies. They even got me into drama, character analysis, all that sort of thing. So I'm essentially loving it, but at the same time, it hurts you. Okay, I didn't really like Matsuda, and Junko, you know, she died in Danganronpa 1, so I gotta get over that. But Danganronpa 2 was painful. I mean, that final, not the final trial, but the trial before the, fuck me. And it's only gonna get worse. And I know that, so it hurts you, but you still keep going. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching my review discussion of Danganronpa Zero. I'm very happy that I read it. Thank you guys that was sort of telling me, you're not allowed to watch the Danganronpa anime before playing Danganronpa 2 and reading Zero. Thank you very much. If you guys haven't, be sure to check out the Ninja Kuma channel. I am going to leave a link in the description below. That's where I post my Danganronpa Let's Plays and other Let's Plays. But I will be reacting to the anime on this channel. And feel free to request any other things that you want me to react to. This is going to be the reaction channel. So feel free to ask me to react to anime and movies, videos, trailers, all that good stuff. This is where it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Till next time, Ninja Kuma out. Bye. Oh yeah, if you've watched up until now, hit that like. That really does help because this is a new channel. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to share with a friend. That way we can spread the Kuma love. Wait, I could get sued for that. Not spreading the love, but, you know, trying to build a community so we can have more people discussing. Feel free to post your discussion in the comments. I love reading them. I love discussing with people. If you guys have been part of my Danganronpa Let's Play, you will see how many times I've been discussing with different people in the different videos. Some of those comments go up to 20, 30, 40 comments when we're discussing different concepts during trials, different what-if scenarios. I love that. I love that. Just don't post spoilers, and if you do want to discuss something that is a potential spoiler, put a spoiler tag, do a few stars, spoiler alert, do a few stars, skip a few lines, and then post it. I don't want people accidentally going to the comments and getting a spoiler, especially if they haven't seen a certain part of the game or the anime or something like that. Don't spoil it, guys. Don't be a dick. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Let's just be cool. Anyway, till next time, Ninja Kuma out. Bye! Okay, she's got a pretty cool song. This game is so weird.